Banz and I are competing once again.
Wait a minute. This isn't a co-op game?
No, we're doing competitive today. And we're competing to have the best restaurant serving up the best meals to our customers and ultimately the celebrity critic.
We're halfway through the game. Tim is slightly in the lead, but that's gonna change on round 2. To reset, I'm gonna pull out tokens from each bag, starting with the appropriate locations. For the soup truck, I'm gonna put out 1 bisque token. And then 3 tokens pulled randomly from the black bag on the next 2 locations, Garden Top Shop and Desert Vendor. For the black market, you're not gonna pull any tokens from the bag right now. Those are revealed during the next phase. For the Chef Academy, you're gonna randomly draw one of these character cards. For example, this one is Jeffrey, who's a giraffe.
Okay, so we're starting round 4. What we're gonna do is the round tracker is gonna move up to round 4 and then a brand new challenge is going to unveil. The whole token is gonna block the last ingredient on these challenge cards.
Each player has 5 location cards. They're all the same for every single player. And you're gonna be choosing 3 locations to flip face side down in front of your board. And then we're all gonna reveal them at the same time. We just finished the round preparation phase, and now we're gonna start our planning phase. There's 2 mechanisms that stand out in this game. The first one is program movement. When you place your card down in front of your board, that will determine which location you're going to be going on your turn.
The second mechanism is contracts, because once we have our workers at a certain location, they're gonna gather up ingredients. With those ingredients, we're fulfilling contracts. I know Banz is gonna go to the Chef Academy. I know her. So I'm gonna put my fastest chef there first. Easily, just like that. And then I also know that Banz is for sure gonna be at the black market. And I'm gonna use Marie to be over there first because her ability is I gotta get 1 victory point if another player is at that location. So Marie is going to the black market. And then I'm gonna pick up as many ingredients as possible from the desert vendor with my boar chef. And lastly, soup is super handy because you always need those wilds to fulfill some recipes towards the end for the challenge cards. So I'm gonna have my lizard there. I have a really cool ability which allows my lizard and my boar to carry 1 extra carrying capacity with Anthony Bourdain. So that's my turn.
Well, this is the very first turn of the second round, and I don't really know what I'm going for. I eventually need 1 bread and 1 wine token, and there's a number 7 bread token at the Chef Academy. So I'm gonna place my fastest character there first. Then I'm gonna go to the desert vendor because I also need wine left over for the rest of my final plate. And there's a number 6 wine there, so I'm placing my lizard there. Then I'm gonna go to the black market with my boar because since I don't really know what I want yet, I'm just gonna take as many ingredients as I can, and the boar can carry up to 3 ingredients. Now it's time for my favorite phase. Phase 3, which is shopping.
Okay, so from here, we're gonna resolve the locations from left to right, starting with the soup truck. So we both have our lizard chefs here. And since we're both competing, the one who's gonna get priority is we're gonna look at this top track over here, and that's going to have this tie break. So right now, blue is in the lead, so that means blue would get first dibs at this bisque. And then this tie break is gonna resolve, so now red is gonna go in the lead, and then blue would be second for priority. And then we go to the garden top shop, and all these ingredients are gonna shift on over to the Chef Academy since no one's there. Next up, we have the desert vendor. I'm the only person here, so I'm gonna grab everything here. Bread, wine. There's so much stuff to grab. Oh well. And then my boar is also gonna come back, and then our characters from the previous round also is going to come back as well. And then lastly, we're gonna go, second to last, we're gonna go to the black market. So here, I would get first priority for Marie since she has a carrying capacity of 1. Marie says gain 1 victory point for every other chef that's here as well. I had no idea you're gonna be here. 1 victory point for me. And then you would also be able to grab ingredients from here. So this one right here is a rumor, which can be super helpful. It allows you to have a quick peek at future endgame conditions. Now we're gonna resolve this location, so I would get first dibs. I'm going to grab the question mark rumor, and then I'll look at this rumor. So now the rumor is also going to reveal since we both know what this one is. And this is called Super Chatty. You get 1 star for each rumor that you've collected, which can be super helpful by the end. And then from here, we're gonna go into the last location, which is the Chef Academy. Both of us are sending our fastest chefs there with our mice there. But this time red is going to be the one that's taking priority. So you get first dibs.
I'm gonna actually take the fish because I need the fish. I'll be putting right here, and then my first place token moves to the back.
And then I'll grab, actually, I want bread. So I'm gonna take this number 7 bread. 7 is the highest number value ingredient for all ingredients in this game. And then from there, we're gonna reset this entire phase and then run it back. Okay, wanna show you one last thing, which is the end game scoring and how that works. So we're in the final round of the game. And first off, we're going to serve up our ingredients that we've been collecting for the past several rounds.
We're gonna use our ingredients that we just collected to resolve those and gain stars or victory points. I have 3 plates in front of me, and I've organized each challenge on each plate. The first plate has the Coastal Fusion, which needs cheese, fish, and carrots. The second one, Street Eats, needs carrots, meat, and wine. And the third one is Tasty Tapas. The plate covered up the third spot, so I only need carrots and mushrooms. I have 16 points for Coastal Fusion, and that translates into 2 stars because for the serve challenges, I need 12 points plus in order 2 stars. These are victory points. I need at least 21 points to get 4 stars or victory points. Don't forget, because I have Bobcat Flay, my meat and fish ingredients are worth +1 throughout the game. So instead of 16, I actually had 17, but I didn't have 21, so I still get 2 stars.
Okay, so for mine, I have 3, and that's going to be triple, so that's 3, 6, 9, since the trees true is going to triple this. So that's 9, 10, 11. And then I have my cheese, which is also going to be tripled. So 11 plus 6, that's 17. 17 plus 4, that's going to be 21, which means I get 4 victory points. So after you score the challenges, you're going to go ahead and start scoring the critic meal. How that works is you're going to start putting all of your ingredients, just 1 per course, onto your critic plate.
I'm already done. I was organized the whole game.
That was fast. No mushrooms. And then...
Wait, that's it?
I mean, that's it. First off, we'll go category by category. So the most soup and bisque. I have 3 bisque. How much you got?
0.
Yes. 1 point for us,
Okay.
us being me. And then next one is all 7 courses, 1 by 1. So we'll go in order. First one is bread. I have 7.
I have 18.
Okay, so you definitely have that victory point there. Then we have carrots, which you get because I have 0 carrots. Banz has 7. And then we go to cheese. I have 0 cheese.
I have 3.
3, 1, 2. So you got 1 victory point there. And then we go into fish. So I have 4.
I have 6.
Just giving points all day today. See, that's the important thing too, like about the earlier rounds, when you're serving up your challenges, you want to conserve your ingredients if you can, because this is how you're scoring victory points at the end. Just like in this case where I lose 3 victory points to Banz. Okay, so that's for the all 7 courses. Next, we're going to reveal and score rumors. This is why it's important to like look at the rumors throughout the game so you can see what you're looking towards. Okay, so how scoring the critic meal works is I'm gonna look at all the points that I've scored here and then add them to this board along with my stars. So good game, GG's to Ren.
GG's. Oh. I almost missed this.
There.
So Tim, what games are similar to Critter Kitchen?
I mean, naturally, everyone's going to compare this to Flamecraft, and it still has that communal engine building because everyone is still kind of building off of these shops and gathering ingredients there, just like the shops in Flamecraft. But then you also have the worker placement too, which is similar here, except this time you're pre-programming your different workers. So all that is set beforehand before anyone else knows where you're going. And what's also different in Critter Kitchen is that you have this kind of, it's definitely more of a numbers game because you're thinking about a lot of the mid-game conditions and the end-game conditions as you're going out versus a more linear track that you have in Flamecraft.
So who is this for?
I mean, it's still a family game in that you still have like the light elements where you can like teach everybody, okay, here's how you program your movements and here's what you're doing on your turn, collecting ingredients, using those to fulfill challenges. But then you can add on complexity by giving everyone asymmetric player powers, by giving shops asymmetry. So it really does cater to like both audiences in that you have the light value here, it's easy to teach, but you also have the complexity that you want to add in case you want to make it a more strategic game.
So how many players does this game play up to and which player count is best?
Yeah, so I played this at 2 and 4 players and they're around the same time because
Really?
it has that simultaneous action selection, so everyone's going at the same time. The only thing that's going to increase the player time is that when you're adding in more shops as more players are added into the game. So it is a 2 to 5 player game, but keep an eye on the campaign. But there is going to be a 6 to 7 player module added as an expansion. All right, everyone, that is it for Critter Kitchen. If you have any questions about this game, go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. Banz, thank you for joining us as always and bringing light to all of these preview videos.
Thank you for having me. This is always fun.
And if you made it here to the very, very end, go ahead and comment your favorite animal down in the comments below. I would love to know which animal that you want to see here in Critter Kitchen. And with that said, thank you all for being here. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye. Mic test.
No, actually, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna start it with like 30 points and you start with like 5. Does that make sense? That's probably better that way.
No, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it does. Why are you doing this now? I'm like, I need to speed this up. I was like, wait, what are you doing next? And then
That sounds like a super nerdy camera pickup line where it's like,
do you turn on stability?
do you even need to turn on stability because you have steady ass hands?